We're about to send the colorful metaphors out of some Star Trek, but believe it or not, we at CinemaSins actually love Star Trek.
So much so that we made a new CinemaSins podcast called Captain's Pod.
A show where the CinemaSins crew can review, sin, and talk about everything Star Trek.
So whether you're new to Star Trek, a lifelong Trekkie, or anything in between, join us on the USS Enterprise by searching for Captain's Pod or CinemaSins in your podcast player of choice.
Until then, enjoy the video and live long and prosper.
Captain's log. Stardate.
Captain's loggeration. Behold the feat of engineering that is the Starfleet Starbase. A wonder of technology, a bastion of brilliance, a monument in no way shaped like a galactic butt plug. Also, I'm pretty sure this ship is the same as this ship, but upside down. I'm not sure it matters, but if I only said things that mattered, these videos would be very short, and I'd never get to say things like galactic butt plug.
Our specialty is second contact. Still pretty important. We get all the paperwork signed.
We're about to find out that Boimler has been on the Cerritos for over a year. Why is it taking him so long to expo log about second contacts? It's almost like they didn't write in a plucky new green ensign he could be conveniently telling this to.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist. It doesn't matter. Shut up. I got it from an old guy with an eye.
Why is she talking so fast? I really hope it's because a temporal anomaly is affecting her vocal cords and not just because I'm getting old and grumpy.
I love honor. I demand honor.
Boimler's leg and Mariner's career survive this. Nacelle f***ing space gastropods that break the fourth wall.
Can I just say that I'm really honored to be...
Keep it moving, lower decks.
That's lower decksist.
We're not really elite. We're more like the cool, scrappy underdogs of the ship.
Are all the universal translators set to exposition or just the ones translating Mariner and Boimler?
We're doing kick flips all the time.
To the best of my knowledge, this is not how one performs a kickflip.
You know, for someone who claims to hate rank, you certainly bring it up a lot.
Oh boy, Bradward. If that's bugging you already, you might want to skip the next 4 seasons.
She's crazy hot. Are you nervous?
Trying to be, but this thing keeps tamping it down. Yikes! Okay, you got it.
Tampering with someone's cybernetic implant thingy without being asked, especially when you're not even an engineer.
Welcome to the holodeck. Easily the best part of the
The
ship.
warp core is the best part of the ship, followed by the bridge.
Boimler doesn't seem to realize that the big VR room could be used to create any warp core bridge he wants.
Computer, show us the warp core.
Oh, he does know. Well, that makes what he said even dumber.
On my way.
I was going to give a send removal for the door being exactly where it's supposed to be, despite the characters moving around the space and the camera changing perspective. However, the f***ing thing appeared without being summoned, as if psychically linked to Boimler's intent to leave. Is a simple computer arch too much to ask for?
Computer, load Mariner program all new to Olympic training facility.
Inviting your new coworker to your virtual porn session without consent.
Should you get that looked at, sir? I'll be fine.
Listen, buddy, if I followed procedure like I absolutely should, then we wouldn't have an exciting B-plot to balance the overly expositional first episode A-plot, would we? Why take all the mystique out of life?
Keep an eye on Ensign Mariner. If she breaks protocol, I want a full report.
So we'll eventually find out that Mariner's Freeman's daughter, which makes this request several levels of unprofessionally f***ed up. How do you say abuse of power and conflict of interest in Klingon?
I'm glad we got to sit down and get to know each other without any interruptions.
Premature seleno-interruptibration.
Set phasers to stun!
Why do the phasers have to be set to stun? For safety's sake, why would the vaporizer sticks be set to kill as standard?
Someone brought a virus back from the planet! This is happening all over the ship! Listen,
I'm over the moon that Starfleet's evolved beyond news position, but if you're just going to replace it with an asshole that literally dives in, provides the same exposition, and then dives out, you've missed the point of my lectures. Yes, this is a lecture, people. Also, aren't alien viruses and shit detected and filtered out by the discount Stargate?
Unbelievable.
I've only known Mariner for 11 minutes, and this feels entirely on brand and completely believable.
Hey you, green girl!
I know cats are universally dicks, but addressing a person by their skin color doesn't feel very Starfleet.
Boimler! Oh, don't jump out at people, for real, man. You're lucky I didn't phaser you.
That would be an interesting feat, considering you don't appear to have a phaser anywhere on your person.
explain yourself right here!
Boims, you need to shut up. Listen to me. You know nothing. Shut your mouth.
Ah, yes, because if there's anything guaranteed to calm someone down, it's telling them to shut up rather than just saying, this is farm equipment, and showing them the f***ing farm equipment.
What's it doing?
It's shooting butt webbing at a tree.
Assuming you know where this alien creature's butt is located and that is webbing. No.
I've been an a Klingon prison where I had to fight a Yeti for my own shoes for no reason.
I'm sure there's a reference in there somewhere, but for now, it'll have to remain undiscovered.
It is getting tired, so go to your happy place. Like, oh, think about the warp core.
Even if the show had 1,000 sins, it's so f***ing fun that I'm breaking my personal sin directive and taking a sin off.
We have just enough oxygen to get there, but we're cutting it close.
But you just left. Why would the oxygen supply already be empty? What is going on with this ship? Why are the laser guns set to kill and the spacesuits set to empty?
I really like this classical band called the Monkees.
Listen here, classical doesn't just mean old. No one in the future is listening to Insane Clown Posse and calling it classical. I mean, f***ing genres. How do they work?
Hold this! Don't pass out!
It's the 24th century and we apparently don't have a computer, flashy light, or independently powered robot that's able to do this. Pretty sure we have at least one of those things right now.
Oh, you may as well know. I've been monitoring you.
What does he mean she may as well know? There's no reason to give this up. This is purely so they can argue about it so that Boimler can eventually feel bad and decide to not turn her in, leading to a bonding moment. You can't just transfer power from wholesomeness circuits to compensate for the convenience power drain. Not on this ship. Wait, why were they allowed to beam on board? Shouldn't the ship be under a very extreme quarantine right now? I mean, at the very least, could you maybe not beam them into an active firefight?
It's the slime, Captain! He's covered in slime that could save us all!
This slime seems to have the perfect we need to get this B-plot wrapped up in 24 minutes or less consistency.
It's working! Looks like you'll get to publish more award-winning research, Doc.
I'll say, in an unfathomably short amount of time, you've created a cure that not only works immediately, but also reverses the nasty symptoms and is transmittable in gaseous form for maximum convenience. I'm sorry, but this level of medical wizardry really flies in the face of the manual heart pumping we saw earlier.
This guy saved your asses. Ensign Brad Boimler put that in the paperwork.
But it really had nothing to do with him, right? He didn't go up to the spider and say, hey, could you nom-nom on me until I'm covered in slime that can cure a zombie outbreak that I don't even know about yet? No, he didn't. Dr. Tana, on the other hand, did use her vast medical knowledge to see the goop and make a cure.
We agreed if she didn't fit in here, you'd send her back to the keto. Well, she doesn't fit in!
Oh, good. Family drama. Just when I thought we'd got through a whole episode without a skip, we get a full season arc worth of skip.
You know about Spock? He's a freaking Genesis device and fought Khan and some space
Can we
whales.
just go back to not being friends?
How about Sulu?
Okay, this last minute of the show feels like Q spiked Mariner's Temerian sunset with Trek references. Wait, what's a Temerian sunset? Anyway, whatever the cause, the effect is that we've got Easter Owan eggs exploding all over the place like the final days of Praxis, instead of getting the best of both worlds. And all right, I see what's going on here. Damn it, Q, did you spike our script as well?
Get off my bridge.
Are you drunk?
Timeline. This is no time to argue about time. We don't have the time.
If the Continuums told you once, they've told you 1,000 times. Don't provoke the Borg!
This stuff is crazy. What does it do?
It's coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
You're selling Federation weapons to these guys, aren't you?
Yo, calm down.
Not again. The line must be drawn here. This far, no farther.
Dude came back from being dead.
Sometimes that is better.
It's just Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty and their adventures, Morty. Rick and Morty forever and forever, 100 years. Rick and Morty some things.